Hi, I'm Mike from 1A Auto. We've been selling auto parts for over 30 years.
What's up guys, I'm Andy from 1A Auto. In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace a rear window regulator in this 2012 Ford Escape. If you need this part or other parts for your vehicle, click the link in the description and head over to 1aauto.com. All right, I'm going to take this window switch bezel out. I'm just going to use a pick right here. There's a little cover that's under here. Pull this cover up, set it aside. Take a Phillips head screwdriver. We want to take that screw out. Take that screw out. We're going to take a trim tool. Just try to pry underneath here. There's a little clip that holds it in back there, and then come to the front. Pry that up. There's a clip in the front as well. Pull that up. We want to disconnect the electrical connector right there. Just push down there and pull it off. I'm going to just take a pick. There's a little cover right here. We want to take that cover off. Get underneath here. Just pull it forward. Just pry it out like that. I want to take this screw out. We're going to use a T30 socket extension and a ratchet. Loosen this up. Oops. Pull that screw out. Now I'm going to take these 3 Phillips head screws out. Just use a Phillips head screwdriver. Take that screw out. Now I want to pop the door panel off. There's these pins that go around the perimeter of the door. Just use a trim tool. Just get underneath the panel. Just pop these out. Just like that. Once they're all popped out, we can grab the door panel, just slide up. Now we want to disconnect this latch, this cable from the inner door latch. Just slide this part like that. Now slide this cable out, just slide it up. All right, we're going to take this screw out. We're going to use a T30 extension and a ratchet. We want to remove this bracket so when we take the vapor barrier off, we have a little more room. Take that off. I'm going to take a utility knife and I'm just going to cut away at some of this tape that's holding this on. And it should re-stick to itself once you go to put it back on, even if you cut it. All right, so I'm going to pull this vapor barrier over the lock rod, slide that over, slide this out of the way. And just slide that right like that. It should be good, just right there. All right, I'm going to pull this wiring harness through here, just like that. Just want to reconnect this switch right here. With the key on, now I'm going to slide this window down. I want to be able to access this bolt on through this hole right here, and there's a bolt there. Then I can turn the key back off. Now I'm going to take this bolt out on the inside first. Use a 10mm socket, an extension, and a ratchet. Take that out. Now when I go to take this other one out, I'm going to want to make sure I support the window underneath it. Otherwise the window will fall. Support the window and take this bolt out. Pull that out. Then I can take the window and slide it all the way up. Then I'm gonna hold it up there, and I'm gonna tape it. Now that'll hold the window up. And I'm gonna disconnect the electrical connector right here. Just push down on the button. Just slide that off. Now I'm gonna take this nut off and this nut off. Use a 10mm socket and a ratchet. I'll take the same 10mm socket and ratchet, and I'm going to loosen these two bolts up. I don't have to take them out completely because it's slotted. The door is slotted. Just loosen these two up. Once those are pretty loose, I can take this last one out. Just hold the motor while I take this one out. And I can grab the window regulator right here on this side, slide the studs out, and then grab the motor and just slide it up. And just slide it out here. Just like that. Here's the old window regulator. Here's the new window regulator with motor from 1aauto.com. As you can see, the shape is very similar. Has the cables, has the motor configuration the same. The connector, the new one comes with a wire. It just makes it easier to plug in. But the actual connector on the end is the same. Flip this over. The back side is very similar. Get yours at 1aauto.com and you'll be ready to rock and roll. Before we install this window regulator, we need to take this nut off, loosen it up with a 10mm socket and ratchet. This one has to come off, and both of these need to be loosened up. You don't have to take them off completely because the door is slotted. All right, now we're gonna just slide this motor in this way. Slide the window regulator down. Okay, we're gonna try to get these studs to come through here. Right there, like that. And try to get behind the window. Like you wanna be on this side of the glass with the regulator. And then try to get the stud through there. Through the lower part, just like that. Just get the nut started here. The other one started down here. And also this one right here. Once those are all started, then we can snug them down. Just use my 10mm socket and a ratchet. Make sure this wire isn't in the way. Pull that out. And tighten that down. Now just go around and check them all. Make sure they're all snug. All right, we'll just connect the electrical connector right here. Slide that like that. Just make sure this wire is on the inside here. It'll be fine right there. You can always put a wire tie right around there. Now I'm going to turn the key back on, and I'm going to just take the window switch and just go down slightly with this. Be careful when you're doing this. You don't want to get your fingers caught. And I want to have this bracket line up so that I can get the bolt through there, because I'm going to lower the window. I'll go turn the key off at this point. At this point, I'm going to support the window from underneath. I'm just going to take the tape off the window. Slide the window down into position. Then I can take the bolt that goes here, just get that started. All right, once that's started, I can grab the other bolt. Just use the 10mm socket and extension, get this one started. Then I can start to tighten them down. Now I'm going to torque these two bolts. I'm just going to use a inch-pounds torque wrench and tighten these to 44 inch-pounds. Make sure you're on inch-pounds and not foot-pounds. Tighten those up, those are good. Just going to use a wire tie right here just to secure these wires together. Just like that. And I'll just snip the end. All right, at this point, I'm gonna just check to make sure everything's working properly. Go up and down with the window, and it looks good. Right, now I turn the key off and I'm gonna disconnect the window switch. All right, now we're gonna just slide this wiring harness through the hole in this vapor barrier right there. And just line this up. I'm gonna go take the lock rod, put that through here first, just like that. Then everything can be secured. Just line the holes up. And press it on. Right, we want to install this trim bracket before we put the door panel on. Get this lined up. Take a T30 extension and a ratchet. Just tighten this bolt down. Make sure these little tabs line up. And just snug that up. And then we'll take this cable. This is gonna line up right here and then slide right on the latch. Get the lock rod to go through that hole there. And then we want the top part of the door panel to slide over here, just like that. And then make sure all the tabs are lined up. Once the tabs are lined up, just give it a tap. Just like that. Now I'm going to install these Phillips head screws right here. Just use a Phillips head screwdriver. And then right here as well. I'll take this screw, it's a torque screw, tighten it with a T30 extension and a ratchet. And just snug that up, not too tight, it is in plastic. Take this cover, line this cover up like this, and just push it in. Now we'll take this switch, connect it right here to the wiring harness, line that up, and then push it down. Remember there's these tabs right here. They're gonna line up the little retainers that hold it in place. Lock it down in place. Take this Phillips head screw with a screwdriver, get this started, and then we'll snug it down. We'll take this little trim cover, put that right back in place.
Thanks for watching. Visit us at oneauto.com for quality auto parts, fast and free shipping, and the best customer service in the industry.